Hi guys, hello. Let me with my shoes. I literally just walked in, like I just came back from campus because I just finished my lectures and it's 4:35 p.m. It's been a while since I did a sit down video, and I honestly didn't plan on doing one anytime soon, but a lovely young lady commented on one of my videos and she said, could I please make a video explaining how I got into investing in UK. So here I am. This video has had so many ups and downs. First I wanted to film it outside because you guys have seen my room usually every video, so I was like, let me just change the scenery. But it's not raining, it's already dark. Like now it's just 4 and it's literally looking like it's 6. Like if it's not raining, it's already too dark. Something must just go wrong. Then I was like, okay, I will do a sit down video, do my makeup, but as you've seen, I'm already ready and I'm not going to clean my makeup to reapply for a video. No. So we're just making it a normal sit down video. It's nothing extra. So there's not much to it, to be very honest. It's not a long story, so I've decided I'll talk about 4 things in this video. So how I got into investing in UK, things I've learned so far, things to know when you're coming, and things I wish I knew, and a general update about how I'm feeling, my mental health and everything, you know. So we're gonna start with how I got into investing in UK. So there are more straightforward ways to do it, but I guess this just increases your chances. But I finished secondary school in 2021 and did a foundation year from 2021 September to 2022 June. Now in this foundation year, the point of the foundation, like the point of that school in general, is for students that want to go abroad. So Canada, USA, UK, name it. So yeah, I went there to basically, because they work in partnership with different schools abroad, so it just basically heightens your heightens your chances, your opportunities, anyone. I used UCAS to apply. If you don't know what that is basically a website, I would say, that you used to basically I told myself I'll be serious in this video. Wait, it's a website that you use to apply for school. So it basically looks like you just type in UCAS and their website will come up, and then you do what you want to do. So you apply to the universities of your choice. In my school, the name was Bridge House. Please, I'll be calling it Bridge House. In Bridge House, we had to apply to at least 4, so that if your first choice doesn't accept you, you still have other chances. Now when your school accepts you, you are accepted for. That's for UK though. I don't think it's this way for like America, because I remember my friends in America just going straight up. But if you apply to school in UK, you will be given a conditional offer. So this means you have the offer on condition that, so basically they give you scores you need to get. Like for Leicester, for University of Leicester, it was all A's, so you get A's in all your subjects. So different schools some have AABB, some have AAB. It's honestly choice of your school, so know where you're applying and know if you will be able to reach the requirements. I wouldn't advise you to be a C, to be like having C all through and you now go for a school. You make a school that requires A as your first choice. Like that's not wise. So unless you know you can buckle up and cover up, but if you know you're not going to, that's not wise, because by the time your first choice rejects you, you now have to go to your second choice, because you have a firm choice and the backup in case it doesn't accept you. So yeah, and I think it's just painful not being accepted to your first choice. I don't know what I'll have done if but then if you're going for a more straightforward, this is just because we did the foundation year, or A level is for foundation and A level. This is just because we did. So if you're doing a more straightforward way, it's like you could in secondary school, if you like want to apply right after you finished your secondary school, just apply, but remember to write an international exam, IGCSE, SAT, whatever it is, because some schools require SAT, some schools require IELTS. It all depends on your school. So my school didn't require any of those, thankfully. Okay, it required my IGCSE results. So for my school, it also needed an A star in English, and I got that, so thank God. And yeah, a pass in maths, and I got B. So that's passed. I passed. If you want to write after secondary school, you just apply and put your work results, your whatever international exam results, and hopefully the school would accept you. Just that the chances of them not accepting you are higher that way than when you just pass through a foundation year. But if you don't want to do a level of foundation, then you can just apply directly and hopefully you make it in. Yeah, so that's how I got into a uni in UK. Now that's all out of the way, let's talk about me. First, I'm going to be talking about the things I've learned so far. So these are just random things. I had to write everything down because I didn't want to stay and be thinking, and I didn't want to talk too much either. So these are just like random, just little things I noticed. Okay, so first of all, culture shock is real. So when I first heard it, I was just like, obviously you don't expect this place to be the same as Nigeria. Like, it is not titled Nigeria for a reason, so you obviously don't expect it to be the same. Now, in case you are like me, who did not know what culture shock meant the first time I heard it, I will read out a dictionary meaning. So culture shock, the feeling of disorientation experienced by someone when they are suddenly subjected to an unfamiliar culture, way of life, or set of attitudes. Culture shock happens whenever you obviously move to a new place, and yeah, so you're basically moving from a familiar culture to an unfamiliar culture. Now, this place, I've been to UK before, but it was just for a holiday. It is very, very, very different going somewhere for a holiday and going to live somewhere. Like, it is very different. On holiday, you won't experience anything. You're here with your family members, you're here with your friends, whatever, enjoying life, you don't really care. But when you are living with people, like in my accommodation, I'm the only black person with 9 white people on the same flat with me. And to be very honest, when I first came, I was just like, no, like, how could they do this to me? I wasn't comfortable at all. I wasn't so happy to be here. But then my classmates are like really friendly and nice, so I grew to like them. like I feel like is a strong word. Basically, I'm fine living with them. So yeah, they're really friendly and everything. But like, you feel that there are just some things you see and you're just like in shock. Like, you're just like, is this person normal? There's some things you hear and you're like, I remember when I first came here, like this sentence left my mouth 1,000 times. That's what they do for here.
That's what they do for here.
Like, I said it so many times. Like, so many things kept on bringing up that question because a lot of things I was just surprised. Like, my friend and I, everything, like, just so surprised. I've also learned that in this university of 18, you meet a lot of people. That so many times you are going to go through this conversation. Hi, what's your name? I'm this, I'm that. Oh, what course do you do? This, that. What accommodation do you stay in? This, that. Where are you from? This, that. Awkward silence. There are so many times you are going to have that conversation. So you're going to meet a lot of people, but that doesn't mean that you've met your friends. You're going to talk to a lot of people, but meeting your actual friends is another story on its own. And just as secondary school, you're going to lose people and new people are going to come in, so you have to be open to that too. And always speak up when you are confused and when you don't like something. In Nigeria, I did the same thing. Like, if I was confused, I'll just keep quiet. I won't ask anything. If I'm angry, I won't say anything. I'll just swallow it and go and sit down and sleep. But like here, it's like it's university, it's not secondary school, guy. That's the summary. There are so many things I didn't know how they worked and stuff like that. I don't know where I'm going to. Obviously, I'm new to this place. I would obviously need to ask. when I went to use the washing machine for the first time, I was just seeing buttons and slots, but I didn't know what I was meant to do. I didn't know how I was meant to pay. I didn't know, and I just stood there for a long time telling my friends about the phone. I was like, then a guy luckily came, and then I now asked him. It's very normal to ask somebody for something that everybody seems to know. Like, it took me time to, before I did my laundry, I stayed here for a complete month before I finally did my laundry, because I'm not going to be spending money on that washing machine up and down. So by the time a month has passed, people would obviously know how it works, and then me, who waited long, did not know how it works. And it's normal. They did not write instructions. Okay, they did, but they didn't write clear instructions. Like, I didn't know I was meant to download an app. They didn't write it there, download the app, things like that. They just wrote,
put clothes in, put detergent, pay, and click start.
what does that tell me? So it's very normal to not know things. Just always be willing to ask. Okay, now things to know when going abroad, when entering university, things to know when just starting a new part of your life. Don't expect to know everything. Oh my god, I feel sorry. I feel like I've just been talking. This is so unlike me. I've just been talking, no side comments. I've just been so focused. Wait, we need to get distracted more. And should I play music for us to chill? Let them copyright my video. Okay, let's get back to the video. So like I just said, it's normal to not know a lot of things. It's a new place, it's a new everything. So it's fine. Don't expect to know everything. Don't feel pressurized to do anything that you don't want to do or you wouldn't do on a normal day, because peer pressure is very, 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 very strong. When I first came to UK, like fashion, I don't know how people are influenced by peer pressure. I know it has always been there, but in secondary school, I was never pressurized to do anything I didn't want to do. Like, if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. I've been around people smoking, I've been around people drinking, I've been around people doing anything, and if I'm not interested in doing it, I'll just sit down and watch. Like, yeah, oh my god, like, okay. Like, there's this trip that is coming up for those that are doing chair, and if you don't know, okay, the video I talked about it is next week's video. So if you probably don't know, I do chair, yeah, because that's the dance team they put me on. There's a trip coming up, and when I first saw it, and I even saw you have to pay a deposit before you pay the actual amount, I told my friend, like, because I was with one of my friends, and I was like, what's all this for? I'm not even interested. Like, money, like when they even mentioned money, I was just like, I beg. When I went for chair practice, like, I was talking with my friends there, and all of them are going, and we're just like telling me, why should totally come, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I actually started considering it, and I was like, when I came back to my room and I gave it a good thought, I was like, nah, first of all, I need a visa to get there. Second of all, traveling is expensive, it has never been cheap, and I know how hard it is to raise pounds. So the fact that they're spending so much on me already, I'll now open my mouth and say I want to go to Croatia. Nah. And so don't come to university and start smoking if you didn't used to smoke before. Like, I remember seeing everybody around me vaping, and I was actually interested in knowing how a vape tasted, but I was just like, nah, I hate everything related to smoking. I literally cannot. Like, my lungs are so important to me, I can't take that risk. No. Next point, it's expensive. So deciding with your parents that you want to go abroad, just keep in mind that it's expensive. Keep in mind that first of all, you are going to be saving money. Like, not to even say, like this example I'm about to give now, I'm not saying I'm rich or anything. As my mom always says, we are blessed. In Nigeria, when I go shopping, I've never looked at, unless it's online shopping, like, I've never looked at the price tags. Like, when I'm putting things in my cart, I don't look at the price, I just put them if I want it. But here, looking for the cheapest, that's literally all I'm looking for. I look at the price of every single thing, and if I want something and it's too expensive, like there was this, I wanted to buy, are you seeing that bag? That's my new school bag, because I don't carry much to school. I'm tired of carrying a tote bag. This same bag, like, there were two different kinds. Another kind of this bag was £14. I got this one for £4. And I looked at the price and I was like, £14 for what? Like, this size, £14. So then the tote bag I'm carrying should be how much now? So I was not like, I didn't get it. I kept on searching for the cheapest one until I found this one that was the cheapest one there. Things like that. If something is too expensive for what it's meant to be, I can never ever buy it. Yeah, so just know that you're going to be counting your money. You're going to be like, if you come and you're unwise with your money, like you're always buying Ubers, always buying food, always buying unnecessary things, like you will just go broke. Know how to use your money because it finishes quickly. Like your money just doesn't waste time. Like I do, because I have two accounts here. So what I do, I have money. I have a particular amount of money that, let's example now. Let's say my parents give me £100 a month, £50 or maybe £30. You can start small. £30 is like don't touch, so that I know that the amount of money I'm actually are allowed to use is £70. It just keeps me more grounded and just helps me know that okay, as you're wasting like this, remember your money is divided into two and sort of stuff. So obviously when you first come, there's some things I bought in the first week that I'm like, if I had known I would have bought it. But like as you grow up, as you stay longer, you just learn to decipher between things you need to buy and things you want to buy, so that you know the ones that are important and the ones that are not important in any aspects of life. And last thing, work hard. Remember why you are here, but also have fun. You're not only here to suffer and kill yourself with book. You're also here to enjoy, experience something new. Like, and I love filming a lot of things. The main reason I even film a lot is because I won't be here forever. I won't be in my first year forever. I won't be in this room forever. So I love making different videos at different places, because in future you have something to look back on and see, oh my god, I remember those days when that time, stuff like that. And yeah, just enjoy yourself, have fun, because life is short and change is inevitable. Wise words. Wise words from me. Now finally, last point, last subtopic. General updates about how I'm feeling. Life is hard. So the first point, making friends is hard. Yeah. In university, people make it seem like obviously not everybody's story is the same, but people make it seem like you just come, like in 1 week you already have your clique, you are already having the time of your lives. And it happens if you are extroverted. But if even some people are extroverted but introvert when you first meet them, because they're not just comfortable because they just met you, that type of thing. So the process of knowing what to say that would pick a person's interest, because there's some things you talk about with somebody that you talk about to another person and that other person is not interested. So knowing what to say that will pick a person's interest, knowing how to keep a conversation going, knowing just because, and also just liking somebody in general, because there's sometimes you see somebody and you're just like, nah, I don't like this person. Or there's sometimes you're just looking at someone, you just don't like the way they look, you just don't like the way they walk, that type of thing. So going past all of that and getting bonds with people, it's actually very difficult, especially in university. It's easier to make friends in a private university in Nigeria than in university in this place, because first of all, you are in the same place, you have roommates, and it's like all girls and all boys here. In this situation here, you are with girls and boys here, and what I want to say, I was leading up to somewhere. You don't see anybody every day, basically. That's the summary of it all. So even if you are seeing them every day, okay, it's easier to become friends that way. But this type of situation, you could just see someone once a whole week. Like I have this friend that does law with me, and I've not seen her throughout this week. So it's like you don't get to see them every time, so that even makes it harder to get friends. The distance, the fact that anybody can be anywhere at any time. You're on campus, they're in their accommodation, you're in Leicester, they went to Birmingham for that week. Like anybody can be anywhere. So making friends is really hard, and you're trying to obviously pick the right people. You're not trying to pick people that will just use you. And then making friends with boys, someone's in that situation, because most of them just want some form of sex or any nonsense. I don't know why, but so far so good. Making friends with boys has just been because after 1 day of talking, you hear them already talking about smashing, and you're just like, but why? Also, I'm really tired. I have a lot to do. Right now, I have 3 assignments that are due sometime this month, and I've not started anyone. I'll soon start. So like it's just it gets stressful sometimes. Okay, I have two. Sorry, one was due today. I did it. But like it just gets very stressful. I'm tired, always like going for, and I guess you're tired based on how much you work yourself. Because me, I go for most of my lectures. I stay to the end of most of them. Sometimes I leave. Obviously, it's not every time I can stay to the end because sometimes you're just so tired or just so over it. So yeah, but like I still have a lot to do. And in terms of reading, in like most of my courses, I'm still in the second week. It's just one of them. I'm in the third week, and I think this is the end of the fourth week because it's Friday. Hey, sorry, just talking about school just stress me. Please, let's move on. Then also, I'm not homesick, but sometimes I would just think about how things would be so different if I was in Nigeria. I don't want to school in Nigeria. I don't want to do my university in Nigeria. But like sometimes it's just like if I was in Nigerian school, like things would be moving a bit smoothly and I would be using less money, and I don't know how to put it, but sorry, my window is open. I was looking at the room opposite mine. But like I feel like someone is watching me. Now the last point, I decided to end on a cute note. So I'm generally grateful for my parents having enough money to fund me here and for them trusting me enough to send me here, because UK is more expensive than USA. I won't lie to anybody. If we look at the exchange rates, like UK is the highest, and for no, cause I don't even see the reason. Low-key, I prefer US. Sometimes I'm just thinking how life would have been if I went to the US or Canada. But here I am. Let's be grateful. So I'm grateful my parents being able to like save up enough to send me here, because so many people, their parents will have sent them abroad. In fact, the whole family have moved abroad, but like the expenses are it's just very expensive. And yeah, and then my parents like trust me enough to send me to another country, knowing that I would work hard enough to produce the right results. Like it's not like, oh, if you're in Nigeria your parents don't trust you well enough, but it's more like it's a big thing to put your child in an airplane, go to a different continent, live there alone with no family members, or just there alone, and like come back to this house with a very good result, and this will determine your job and things like that. Like it's important. So it's a very big thing for parents to trust you to that extent, because anything can happen here. I can come here and be a drug dealer, like literally anything can happen. So I'm just very grateful. I know how hard they work and I know how stressed they get over work, so I would never want to come here and basically just make them stupid. Basically say you're wasting your money, don't invest on me, you're wasting your money. Like I feel that's so insulting and just something I would never want to do to my parents. And so rather I would work hard to make them proud and make them know that they made the right choice. So yeah, I'm grateful in general, very grateful to be here. Like I said, I wouldn't want to do my university in Nigeria, so I'm very grateful to be here. Even though it can be very, very stressful, school is always stressful, whatever level it is, except kindergarten and primary school, but it's always stressful. So yeah, I'm just glad, I'm just happy. Everything is fine, everything is okay. Well, that's the end of this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions relating to anything I've said, comment down below. I will reply surely. And you can also come to my DMs, because some people ask questions in my DMs on Instagram. So my IG page, if you want to ask anything, you can ask. I always reply to my DMs, I always reply to my comments. So wherever you feel comfortable, just ask and you shall receive. Ask and you'll be answered, basically. And yeah, I hope you guys stay till the end, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share, so that more people can basically come and watch and subscribe and share to, just continue the process. So please, if you are not subscribed, please click that subscribe button. And if you've not liked this video yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but please like the video. And thank you for tuning in to my channel today. Peace. Sorry, me too, I cannot stand myself. Peace.